WA6AJ, WA6AJ, AA6S.
AA6S, KC5, DTU.
Hey, good evening, KC5 DTU. You sound good, AA6S. How's everything going, Kerry?
Real good, Bill, real good. How's things down on your end there?
Yeah, pretty good. I had a tooth jerked out the other day, and I guess that was Tuesday, and then we had a family get-together in Hanford on Wednesday, so no. Yeah, I guess on Tuesday, Monday the tooth was pulled out, Tuesday to Hanford, and now doing nothing today. So that's why I'm here. Anyway, that's about it here. Other than that, doing pretty good. KC5 DTU, AA6S.
Roger, Roger. Well, we were missing you last night, and I think Mike was saying something about you visiting relatives, but going to the dentist is no fun, so boy, oh boy, I tell you. So hoping all is well there afterwards.
Yeah, Roger, it was one of those wisdom teeth or whatever, tooths or whatever you call them in the back. I couldn't believe it. The guy jerked it out in about, it couldn't have taken him 3 minutes or 2 minutes to get it out. Kerry, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, boy, I tell you, you're a lucky man because my grandkids had to have braces and get some teeth pulled out, and boy, they had a heck of a time. The root of the tooth had grown around the bone, so if it came out that easy, boy, you're lucky, and just escaped a lot of pain.
That's a fact, because the one about 10, 20 years ago I had to have pulled out was impacted. I guess it's probably 20 years ago at least. And they had to bust that thing out. That wasn't fun, Kerry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, I tell you, I just go in for routine cleanings now. I guess the dentist got tired of trying to sell me implants and caps and all of that other garbage. I told him I chew perfectly fine with what I got. All I want to do is just clean them and so I can keep them.
You sound like me. Yeah, I don't need any fancy holes drilled in my head there or my jaw to put any implants in. I couldn't afford one of them anyway.
Roger that. Well, before we moved down from up in Madera, I had went into the dentist up there, and she put a cap on one of the teeth up there, and man, that thing, I had the military dentist had gotten a hold of me, and I had a hollow spot at the bottom. She extended that cap down about a good 1/8 of an inch into that cavity, and I went back and said, "Hey, what are you doing? You know, I thought this should be even with the rest of my teeth." So she pulled it off and did some work on it, but man, oh man, what I ended up paying for that. Well, I should say the insurance company, because I had dental insurance. But it's ridiculous. You'd think they were going to put well, it was gold, but she charged like it was the last piece of gold on earth.
It might have been, Kerry.
Yeah, Roger that. Other than that, how's things going, Bill?
Pretty good. I was working on this piece of junk antique radio for this collector, and it's the worst thing I've ever had to work on. I mean, you talk about a piece of junk, and the guy didn't care what it cost to fix, so I says, if you got the money, I got the time. If you know what I mean, Kerry, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, I remember talking to you about the one I got. I still got to dig it out. It's in storage. I'm going to have to do that and get with you one day to get some tubes and some caps, because I know those capacitors are the originals.
Yeah, you got to change everything. This thing here was a nightmare. It was just a 5-tube radio, but a hot chassis. They had the switch on one side of the line, and the other line tied to the, basically going to the chassis. So I rewired all that stuff. It's a nightmare. I ordered some capacitors. This thing was back in the 30s where they had a line cord that had a 140 ohm resistor in it. It was a 3-wire line cord. A lot of these ancient things had a resistive cord that was wrapped in fiberglass. Asbestos, basically, the heating element. Because these were the old style 78 type tubes with the six large pins, and they were in the series. So the tubes were like 50-some volts, and you got to get rid of another, or 60, and you got to get rid of 60 more volts. Somehow they did that with that line cord. Well, I ordered a 10 microfarad AC cap that'll fit in where I can put it, and I'm using that 10 microfarad as a dropping the reactance of the capacitor at 60 cycles. Figured out perfect. I mean, it's the 25 volt rectifier's got exactly 25 volts across it with a 20 mic cap in series. So now I got to wait to get this thing from, one of the places I could find one was in China, so it'll take about 3 weeks to get here. So get that done and I can finish it. But it works good with my outboard capacitor, but I got to have one small enough to stick in this radio because it's not very big. Kerry, go ahead.
Roger that, Bill. Well, I like that. I like you ordering from China. You're going to pay a little tariff there to get my taxes down high.
No, he's going to pay the tariff. I don't pay for anything.
Well, good for you. But man, well, it sounds like you got it all figured out there.
Well, I got it working and it's stable. I don't know who designed this thing, but they didn't even have a screen bypass capacitor. They're using the electrolytic. Electrolytics don't bypass RF too good. So I added some bypasses and everything. The IF strip is stable, what there is of it, one tube. And the IF with 2 cans, they peak up okay, and it doesn't take off. And I was picking up plenty of stations with the thing for what it is. And the whole thing was just destroyed. And I didn't even want to touch it, but he paid something north of $1,200-1,500 just to get the chassis. What's that tell you?
Good evening, guys. KM6SR here.
Good evening, KM6SR,
KM6SR, KC5DTU. Roger, Bill. Well, it sounds like he's got money to burn.
Apparently, he comes up with it somehow because he's got some pretty exotic radios.
You guys had a good double there.
Oh, it reminds me of something I used to listen to as a kid with that hum in the background.
Well, luckily, this one doesn't have any hum in it now, Kerry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. I remember stringing a long wire and a battery that weighed probably about 9 or 10 pounds, and trying to get a station in, and I think that thing was just AM, but boy, we used to get a hum, but yet everything was discernible.
Yeah, the electrolytics had gave up in the thing. Yeah, well, this thing here is working pretty good. I can't believe it. I mean, and then I had to figure out add some stuff because it's got a dialight that's in series with all that crap with a drop-in resistor. And anyway, I got it working. I can't believe it, but it is working. It works actually better than I thought it would. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, Rob is in there. I'll give you a chance to comment. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, thank you. Boy, you guys are doing pretty good there with the airwaves. Yeah, Mike is not going to make it tonight, so he asked me to do the net. So I guess we should get started. I don't have a whistle up like he does. Over.
Well, you're going to have to fake it because without that whistle, you're not queuing us up very well.
Well, hang on to your chairs. Be prepared to laugh. That's about it.
Sounds good. A6S,
Okay, Bill, I'm going to turn it to the net controller there and the whistler.
You can whistle for me, Kerry.
You don't want to hear me. Mine is more pitiful than yours, Rob.
Okay, well, I guess we should get started. I got both you guys checked in there. Bill, AA6S, and number 800, and Kerry, 712, KC5DTU. Anybody else?
KK6, ZKE, 704. 982 is here, KG6, Charlie Echo Fox.
Okay, you got Terry, KK6 ZKE 704, and Daryl 982 KG6 CEF.
That's a Roger. You're going to do fine, Rob.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't hear as good as Mike does, but we're going to give it a try. He was trying to get Frank and Ken to help too, but I don't know if they're going to be in here tonight or not. Are you guys out there?
Well, no Frank yet, but he could show up. Don't worry, maybe, as far as ears go, maybe I might hear something you won't, or, vice versa, who knows?
I'm here, W6OIV.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, good, Ken. I'm glad to hear you in there. I got you checked in.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be keeping track, I guess, and I'll do what I can because I'm here in the shack.
Okay, I appreciate it. You're going to take a little break to go over to the 10 meter?
Yeah. I'll be listening in on the side. When it's time, I'll just zip in and zip. I won't stay there. I'll just zip in to check in.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe I'll try to do that too, but I think I'll have my hands full here. I'm talking on that new PQ amp, and I guess it's putting out some good power. Does it sound okay?
Oh, it sounds great. Yeah. And you should know if you're putting out power. It'll tell you.
November 3, Echo.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's telling me not a whole bunch, but this is sideband instead of straight FM.
I think he's got his meters on there set to register peak, so you should see it.
Okay, well, then I guess I can turn up the driver a little bit because it doesn't look like I'm getting that much out.
You're in the red over here, Rob.
Okay, Daryl. Well, you're right close by, so should be good, huh?
But that's not unusual.
Yeah, you're right. I know it.
Sorry, Ken, I doubled.
Actually, you're 40 over. Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, no, it sounds good. Yeah, you're good quality audio and everything, so you don't have any problems there.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's see. I'm pointed down towards Bakersfield down there. KB6 RQU. Rick, you on tonight for the 2 meter Bozo Net? KM6SR with the group standing by.
K6UXY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Okay, Aaron, thank you. Actually, I had you written down, but because I talked to you text-wise. Thank you. Anybody else?
KJ941, November 3, Echo Papa Alpha Mobile, Charlie Mike 9.
Okay, Ron, good to hear you in there. Let's see, are you doing the 10 meter net control tonight?
I don't think so. I've got to look it up.
Okay, well, thanks for being there. I guess I'd pass it around like Mike does to everybody there. We'll start out with Bill there. You got anything to inform us on, Bill?
Not really. I turned my antenna down towards the southern part there in case, I don't know, John comes on the, seems like he comes on the 2 meter thing. But anyway, not much here, just taking it easy. Other than that, back to you there, Rob. You sound devastatingly strong with the amp. When you're talking, if you look at the amp meter, you should be at least kicking
Yeah, it looks like I'm hitting about 35 amps or so on the peak, so I guess it should be putting out around 1500, over. Okay, well, thank you for that. I know it's working then. Sounds good. Next, we got, let's see, Kerry, did you have anything to add?
Nothing to add, Rob, other than I had to go out and soak a towel and get it wet to cool off my radio. You're burning it up here, so you got a great signal here in Clovis.
Okay, yeah, I checked with Mike. I didn't know if I was going to melt his antenna or not, but he said, no, they're all made to handle that, so that's not a problem. Anyway, good to hear you in there. Let's see, what we got next up here is Terry, KK6ZKE. How you doing, Terry?
Doing good, Rob. Just listening in and not much going on here.
K6VBG 971.
Okay, I heard Dave in there. We'll be right with you, Dave. Got to write everybody down here. Okay, Terry, that sounds good. You're usually working on a project in your garage. Mike's asking you about anything new going on there?
No, not really. Still trying to get this computer to load right, but that's another story.
Oh, yeah, computers are just wonderful things when they act up, huh? Okay, good to hear you there. Daryl, what's going on up that way? KG6, CEF. Oh, I guess he had to go and maybe get some dinner. And we've talked to Ken there. Ron, KJ6TYO, what's going on with you?
Not much. I'm trying to get into my computer to make sure I'm not doing the net.
Okay, that's good. We'll let you to it there. And Dave, K6VBG, I barely hear you, but got you in there. How you doing tonight? K6VBG, KM6SR, and 2-meter Bozo Net. Well, I got you checked in anyway, Dave. Anybody else in the local area here want to check in the 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR, and the group standing by?
Hey, Rob, WA6LOL, 856, Sonora.
Hey, Dave, good to hear you. I'm picking you off the back of the antenna there, but you're sounding good there. WA6LOL, KM6SR, and the group, 856.
I figured you must have the antenna down south because you're not your normal kaboomin' self. So, yeah, so check me in there, 856. And anyway, good evening to you.
You started to fade out on me. I'm not pointed your way, so you might be still going, but I'll be up that way a little later on. So good to hear you in there. If you hear somebody you want to make a contact, shout out. Another call for KB6RQU down there in Lake Isabella. You on tonight, Rick? 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR, standing by.
Hello to Dave up there. Hi, Ken. Yeah, good to hear you, WA60IB. Yeah, good to hear you. Rob went into an interesting multipath. It was like his phase kept changing. It was like, I don't know, it was like science fiction. Well, he's pointed down south, that's why. So you're definitely getting multipath. Yeah, I get them bounced off all the mountains. So good to hear you, Ken. WA6LOL. Yeah, we missed you at the meeting the other night, but we'll catch you next time. Looking forward to that. Really good priced bacon and eggs, boy. They charge you like a super low rate there at that day. Yeah, everybody seems to like their breakfast there, so I think that's reasonable. Yeah, I missed you guys. I had other stuff I had to be doing, but I'm interested in that 10 gigahertz thing. That sounds pretty fun.
KO6HQR monitoring.
Okay, I think, Dave, is he done there, Ken?
And in the middle of your net, KM6SRR, go ahead, WA6L.
Okay, Dave, I heard you a little bit that time with your ID. Thanks for being there. Are you done, Ken? Go ahead.
Yeah, he's done. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. I guess we should give a try for guys down in the high desert there. KG6 USS. John, are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net, Northern California, KM6SR in the group?
And Rob, just for reference, you're 60 over into Mike's station.
Oh boy, I don't heard anything in there. I'm sort of pointed his way, I guess, because I'm pointed down to Bakersfield. I heard Ted on there earlier tonight, but he didn't respond to me. I guess he was talking to somebody else, but pointed this way. Okay, anybody else down towards Bakersfield area, Lake Isabella? Anybody that can hear me want to check in? Go ahead. Okay, let's go over to Tascadero. Okay, pointed at Tascadero. Ron, W6QUI, are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR in the group, standing by. W6QUI, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR, standing by. Are you hearing anything, Ken?
Yeah, I'm sure not. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'm not hearing them, Rob.
Roger.
One of the few people I can hear that is not in Fresno.
Okay, that's good. What do you got, Ken?
I just had something going on here. Yeah, Ron's not there tonight. W6QUI, or anybody else in the Tascadero area there? WA60IB and KM6SR with the Bozo Net. Over. Nada.
Okay, well, let's go up to Monterey. I'll probably need help for Lee because I don't hear him very good.
And Atascadero's been pretty inconsistent, so yeah, go to Santa Cruz.
Yeah, up there now. KW6S, WA60IB in the Bozo group.
WAB6, WFC.
Hello, Tom. KW6S, WA60IB and KM6SR. Over. Yeah, we might catch him when we head back this way or something. He's not there now.
Yep, I think he's been going to bed early too. So anyway, you want to try for Lee? Let's see, AF6 United. Lee, are you on tonight for the Bozo Net, 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR with WA6OIB standing by.
AF6 United, AF6U, WA60IB, and KM6SR. You there tonight, Lee?
I don't remember the call sign of the other guys over that way. There's, I think, somebody in Watsonville and somebody else that checks in once in a while. Anybody that can hear us want to check in the 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR with WA6OIB in the group, hanging in.
Kilo Bravo 6, Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6 WSC 775.
I'm not hearing anything. Are you, Ken?
No, it's dead still over there.
775 was in there, but of course I think Mike's station's pointed at the Bay Area, so I'm hearing Bay Area people.
Oh yeah, I'm not headed that way yet. I'm listening directly. I'm not. I've got it going, but the sound is turned off right now.
That's okay. They're just being impatient up there.
Well, we better get our rears up there then. Do you think so, Ken? Nothing else down here.
Yep, I'm heading that way now.
Bay Area. This is the 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR and WA6OIV standing in for Mike. Is that a business dinner meeting? Anybody like to check in? Go ahead now.
KB6 WFC 775.
Okay, I got 775 checked in.
Thank you.
Okay, great. I thought I heard somebody, but I couldn't make it out at all. I got him marked down.
Yeah, good evening, Mark. How you doing out there?
KO6HQR 1192.
And 1192.
Yep, I got him. I was just waiting for Mark to respond. Okay, 1192, go ahead.
Yes, this is John, KO6HQR 1192, just in Santa Clara, over.
Yeah, good evening, John. KO6HQR, WA6OIB with KM6SR and the Bozo Net. Yeah, Mike's busy tonight with a business dinner, so we're kind of fill in for him. So thank you for checking in, John. Good to hear you. Good signal. 1192, WA6OIB. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, I don't know if John can hear me or not. KO6HQR, it's a Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo.
Roger, I can't hear you. I'm watching the YouTube channel. I can hear you on there, but not on the radio. Over.
I don't know if he's still talking or not, Ken. I can't hear him.
Yeah, he's only hearing you on the...
Yeah, okay, he's listening on the stream, so you got him. Anybody else in the Bay Area checking in? WA60IB.
W6PQL.
WB6JNC, course 4.
K9ZTY.
Well, I heard Jim in there, W6PQL. Good evening, Jim. This is KM6SR with WA6OIB, doing net control for Mike.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of activity on here. I'm not doubling with anybody. About 5 and 4 here, Rob, W6PQL.
Okay, well, that's better than I have been. I got your fancy new amp on, and that's what I'm talking to you on now. Over.
Okay, good. Well, I was wondering when you're going to get it running, so sounds good, Rob.
It probably can go a little more, but I had to put it on quick right now, so I'm trying to be conservative. Over.
Okay. Well, it'll be fun. It's not a lot more power than what you had, but it'll run all day at that level, and good EME amplifier, too.
Roger on that. Thank you for helping me out there. Good to hear you on there. Do you hear anybody else over there?
WB68 in. Yeah, my noise level isn't too bad tonight, so I'm hearing yourself, and I'm hearing the WA6OIB pretty well, and a couple of others faintly, but you're coming through better than you usually do.
Roger that. You want to talk to him, Ken?
WB6JNN.
Yeah. I got you, Jim. WB6JNN has just checked in there, and good to hear you, W6PQL, WA60IB. Yeah, you sound great. So,
okay, Ken, thanks. Yeah, you're pretty good here, too.
And we also had Dane check in.
I've heard WB6JNN in there. I think you did, too. Go ahead.
WB6JNP.
You guys double.
Oops, I doubled with you, Jim. Sorry about that.
Well, this is WB6JNN, the other Jim.
Yeah, we got you, WB6JNN. You got that, Rob?
Roger, I'm writing them down. I got Dane also.
That's 285.
Yeah, good evening to you, Dane. And was that 285?
Yeah,
I heard somebody with an 85 in there, but he's not there at the moment.
Yeah, JNN is 285.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard the JNN very clearly, but I didn't know his number. I don't have the memory that Mike has for numbers.
Yep, that's okay. I don't either. I just know from writing them down and having them check in quite often.
Yeah, and I'm using the website.
Okay, anybody else over in the Bay Area for the 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SRR with WA60IB in the group, looking for check-ins.
1179 Modesto.
Yeah, Modesto was in there.
You missed my comment. I said net by committee here.
Yeah, we have to do that tonight. Mike has got a business dinner tonight, so we're trying to fill in.
That's fine. It's good.
Are you hearing them good, Ken? I heard somebody say Modesto, and that's about all we got.
That was me, Rob.
Yep, Modesto checked in 1179. What's the call up there?
Kilo Delta 6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Thanks for the relay.
Okay, very good. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, WA60IB. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. Any more check-ins from the Bay Area? WA60IB and KM6SRR.
WA6LIB, here is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India 1090.
Yeah, very good. WB6 Whiskey November India 1090. WA60IB. Thank you for checking in. By the way, we also had WB6GGY checked in a little bit ago, Rob.
Okay, number 884 for Phil.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm going to let you continue the net, but thank you for taking over. WA6LIB, yeah, LIV, right? LIE, sorry. Echo, here is WB679. Thank you.
Roger, yeah, it's Whiskey Alpha 6 Oscar India Bravo. You had it right the first time. Thank you very much for checking in, and good evening to you. Anybody else from the Bay Area?
K6KLY.
I think I heard Russ in there, K6KLY. You're on there, Russ?
WA60IB 111. QSL 111, have a good evening, K6KLY.
Thank you, Russ. Somebody I can hear from over there. You got a good station there.
Thanks a lot.
How do we double, Ken? Go ahead.
Well, we seem to be doubling just about every time.
Well, I'll get out of the way because I don't hear half as good as you do, so go ahead.
Two minutes to 10 meters.
Roger, I'm going to check out just a little bit. Why don't you head up, see if we can get Ken checked in, RO.
Okay. N6RO, Ken, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR and WA6OIB and the group standing by. Mike's got a business meeting tonight. Over. N6RO, you on tonight? Anybody else up that way want to check into the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR standing by.
WB6ISO, Whiskey Baker number 6, India, Sugar Ocean.
How you doing, Dennis? Let me come up your way here. Hang on.
WA6OIB. Good evening, Dennis.
Good evening. I hear you well, and I hear Ken, both of you gentlemen down there very close to Ethan. Are you taking the check-in for the Bozo Net, over?
Yep, we sure are. Rob, are you copying him?
Yep, I turned up that way, so I got a good copy on him now. Thanks for being there, Dennis. You got any check-ins for us?
Yes, evening to both you fine gentlemen. Nice signal, 5-9 plus up here in the Northern California area this evening. A very pleasant good evening to you, and I will give you the ones I have to check in 3 at a time, and so I'll give you 3 at a time. We'll start with number 160, 160, 336, 782, break.
Okay, good. We got him, Dennis. Go ahead.
849, 849, 132, 132, 233, break.
Okay, got him. Go ahead.
And we got 1101, 1101. And I am Bozo 86, and that's what I have for you this evening, and hope everybody's doing fine down there, over.
Okay, Dennis. Yep, I got you in first there, so you're on 2 and all the guys you got. We appreciate the help there. Thank you. Do you have anything for him, Ken?
Say again, please.
I was just asking Ken if he had something to talk to you about. Ken might be heading over to the 10-meter local net.
Okay. All right, very good. And incidentally, I'll give you reports of 5-9 plus. Very, very loud up here in the Northern California area this evening. You're doing a mighty fine job, over.
Okay, thank you, Dennis. Yeah, this is the first night with the new amp I'm using, and I think I've got it pretty close to tuned up, but it's getting good reports, so I appreciate it.
You bet you're doing a good job. Sounds great up this way. And I just want to say hello to Ken real quickly, if I may. And Ken, are you copying, and how are you, over?
Yeah, Dennis, very good. WB6ISO, WA6OIB. Yeah, copy you just fine, and you sound great. Good to hear you, and I hope everything's doing well up there. We're just status quo here and having fun. WB6ISO, WA6OIB.
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, it's been cold, and this will start out with a little bit of fog and everything else up here in the morning, and yeah, just not very good weather, not warm, but hopefully it'll get better in the future here. Alrighty, very good, pleasant good evening to you and the rest of the gang down there. and we'll catch you the next time around. 73 for now, WB6 ISO.
Very good, Dennis. 7-3s. Have a good evening and the rest of the day. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Dennis, for being in there. We appreciate the extra check-ins there. So anybody else up there in the Sacramento area like to check in the 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SRR, and WA6OIB, and the group standing by.
Did you copy those stations at all there, Rob?
Yeah, I got both of them. John, KR6MR, kind of weak, but I got him. And then, of course, Bill. So go ahead, John. What are you up to? Okay, well, good to hear you on there, and like Mike says, we appreciate you climbing those stairs to give us a holler there. Okay, Bill, I barely heard that. It kind of faded in and out a little bit. Hopefully you got a copy on me. Are you hearing him better than I am, Ken? Go ahead. I heard you in there, Bill, but I couldn't quite make it out. Ken, are you hearing Bill?
Yeah, try to get there, Bill, over. Yeah, I don't think he just copied him. Anyway, he got you up there. I'll check in. Over.
Okay, so Rob's got me checked out. What else? Yeah, I'm not sure. Right. Okay, thanks, John. My little shoe, my rabbit had
All right. Is there any other check-ins here in the Sacramento area for the Bozo Net?
I got a good copy on you that time, Bill. Hopefully you're hearing me. Appreciate you being there. Thank you.
I don't hear any other check-ins up here at the present time, so have a pleasant good evening. WB6 ISO. Catch you next time.
Okay, Dennis. I know Darren is up that way sometimes. I can't remember his calls. I think it's KJ6 something. Are you on tonight, Darren? KJ6 KFB, number 756. Are you on tonight, Darren? This KM6SR standing in for Mike. Over.
Darren, are you around for the check-in tonight? Don't hear anything up here.
Okay, Dennis. Well, thank you for your help. I guess we need to get up to Nevada, but we'll be so early. I don't know if they're going to be on. Over.
Yeah, I think Rich is still on his vacation. I don't know if he's made it back. Stan might be there, but Rich, KD6BQ, I believe, is still on his vacation. Has not got back home yet. Over.
Yeah, he's still gone. He's going to be gone a long time. I think he'll be back sometime in May.
Yeah, he's on a long trip. Now, Stan might be there, K7SUN, but I'm not positive.
Okay, yeah, I hear him sometimes over there in Fallon, Nevada. But can you help me with the guys up in Redding? There's two guys up there, Jerry and Rich up in Redding.
Yeah, I have not been able to check out that lately. I've still got a rotor problem of getting my antennas up that direction, so I have not been able to check them up in that area here lately. But hopefully within this next week I'll get this rotor straightened out.
Okay, Dennis. Well, I'll give it a try here. When Ken gets back, he could probably hear him better than I can. KD6SW, Rich, 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR, standing by and in for Mike tonight. Do you have any copy? Over. I think I heard you in there. Is that Bozo 145? Okay, we got you, Rich. Thank you for being there. I can barely hear you, but that's still a good copy there. Do you know if Jerry's on tonight? Oops, I don't know if you're still talking. I lost you there, Rich. KD6SW. How about Jerry, KO6HS? Are you on tonight, Jerry? Aaron, I'll need a little help. I think I hear something in there. What do you hear on the stream? Over.
I'm over on 10 meters waiting to check in. K6USY.
Well, I'm turned up to Nevada now. Do we hear any guys up there? Or how about Larry, N7WT or KE7UQL? Are you guys on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR and WA6OIV standing in for Mike. Gotcha. KE7UQL. Good to hear you on there, 272. I'll see if I can tune you in a little better there, Daniel. Is that better? Okay, Daniel, I just barely heard you there. I heard you say 7-3. Thanks for being in there. Do you know if Larry's on tonight? I couldn't get a copy on that, Daniel. Hey, Larry, N7WT, are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? I thought I heard part of my call sign in there very faintly, but I can't tell who's calling there. KM6SR for the 2-meter Bozo Net. Go ahead, come again.
711.
There's a nice loud one. Got you, John. K6MI 711.
Thank you.
N7WT, Larry, you on tonight? We might be early for you, huh? Well, let's go try for Stan, K7SUN. Are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net, Stan? KM6SR, standing in for Mike. K7SUN, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR, standing by. Oh, I realized I skipped over Phil. Let me go back and see if I can catch him.
Okay, I'm back on 2 meters, K6USY.
I'm back looking for Phil now, WB6GGY. You got copy, Phil? Well, I wasn't hearing Phil in there. Aaron, if you're hearing anybody on the stream, let me know. I'm back up again seeing if Larry N7WT is on. We might be early for him, which is unusual. Over.
Well, pretty much anybody but Mike tends to run through the net a lot quicker than Mike does. It's just the way it goes. You know, he's got to stop and chat with everybody. But yeah, I'm listening to both. You know, because I'm not going to hear much on my radio, but I am listening to both.
Okay, I can use the help there. Yeah, I didn't hear anybody else up that way in Nevada.
Okay. Well, we proxied you into the 10-meter net because we figured you're a little busy. K6USY.
Yeah, thank you. I turned it on and I heard he'd already passed me, so I was going to see if I could catch him on the after stuff. Anyway, I don't need to do that now, so I appreciate it. I guess we should head back down and see if we get somebody else out of the Sacramento area. Let's see, Dave should be this direction, WA6LOL. We already got you checked in, but do you have a copy, Dave? Over. Looks like everybody's in and out. How about, let's see, up in Latrobe, I think it's Russ, number 410. Are you on tonight, Russ, for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SRR and WA6OIB and K6USY. And the group, standing by. Anyone in the Sacramento area hear the 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SRR and the group? Go ahead, come now.
Has 711 checked in with you? He was over on 10 meters. I'm wondering if he's going to come over to 2.
Yeah, here. In and out.
Yeah, he's already here.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. K6USY.
Are you hearing anybody from the Sacramento area, Aaron?
No, I haven't heard anything. And of course, Mike, I think, is pointed at the Bay Area. That's pretty much the only guys I could hear through Mike's radio.
Okay, so that's the only thing where the stream would be, huh?
Well, and they can hear you. You're 50 over.
Yeah, I'm like that old alligator, all bite and all teeth, no ears.
Which radio are you using right now?
Using the 9100 hooked up to the PQL amp.
Okay. Yeah, I was just, it would be kind of interesting to see the receiver difference between that and the 9700, for science when you get to that point.
Okay, well, I could change it over, not right now though, but I thought the 9100 was pretty good. It has the same, basically same wattage and all that as the 9700.
I'm curious. It could be worse. So who knows until you try it.
Yeah, the 9700's got a little bit better receiver, that's for sure.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Are you hearing anybody from up in Sacramento area?
I haven't heard anything, yeah. WA60IB is back. So I'm pointed up that way anyway.
So no Oakley?
177.
No, didn't hear Ken down in Oakley, so we'll have to go back and catch him. I got KR6MR and KO6KD out of the Sacramento area, Ken.
Right, yeah, but nobody else. Okay, well, I'll move up a little bit then.
Okay, do you have any luck with Redding? Because I did hear, who was out of Redding there? One of the 145, Rich.
Might have heard a 177.
Oh, okay, that'd be Gary, just a little above Sacramento.
Yeah, KE6QR. Vallejo. Point that direction and give him a call.
KE6QR, Gary, you're on for the 2-meter Bozo Net. KE6QR, this is KM6SR with WA60IB and K6USY in the gang, standing by.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't hear a thing up there.
Yeah, I heard him on Mike's rig once.
What was that, Aaron?
I heard him on Mike's rig once, in between you guys talking. I just, barely heard his Bozo number and had to go look it up.
Okay, well, we got him checked in. Okay. Yeah, are you able to talk to Redding, Ken?
What was that, Rob?
Do you have any luck with Redding?
I usually hear him, yeah.
You want to give a call up there? I did get Rich in, what's his number here, 145 KD6SW, but I wasn't sure if Jerry was in there. Jerry's KO6HS.
Yeah, I'm zeroing in up there. KO6HS, you awake tonight up there in Redding? WA60IB in the Bozo Net. Yeah, somebody responded up there, but I just couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, I hear somebody talking, but I can't pull them in either.
KO6HS, yeah. Are you there, Jerry? WA60IB and KM6SR with the Bozo Net. I just hear some voice in the background, and that's it. So that might have been him, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
Okay. You want to try your luck in Nevada?
Yeah, I'm going to head up there next.
Okay. I did get Daniel, KU7UQL 272, but I didn't know if Larry was in there or not.
N7WT, you there tonight, Larry? WA60IB with the Bozo Net. Not a thing. If you've already got Daniel, that's probably it for Reno.
Yeah, Daniel's on a vacation. Probably won't be back till like May or something, I think. But I did get, oh, excuse me, not Daniel. Oh, shoot.
No, that's Richard. He's been gone for a while already. We all know he won't be back till May.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, well, I guess we go back down, nothing Sacramento. I guess you want to try Stockton or see if we pick up Ken in Oakley?
Yep, heading that way.
Two-meter Bozo Net, looking for check-ins. Anybody that can hear sound of our voice here. KM6SR and WA6OIB, standing by.
Pretty quiet up there. Wonder where Ken is tonight.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a Zoom meeting or something. N6RO, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR with WA6OIB, standing by.
He's probably munching down on a piece of salmon and asparagus.
Yeah, he sure has some nice exotic dinners going on. I guess we could be early for him. Do you want to hang out or maybe go down to the Bay Area?
Yeah, let's head for the Bay Area, and then I'll hang it up after that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, any later missed for the Bay Area? WA60IB and KM6SR for the Bozo Net. Anybody still around?
Yeah, W6PQL still here. Picked up a little bit, signal-wise.
Yeah, you sound great here. Yeah, about 10 over.
Yeah, almost that much here, Ken. My meter's a little scotch, I guess. You're S5 to S6 here.
Well, you sound good. Any other check-ins up there you want to listen for us?
Anybody else in the Bay Area who want to check into the Bozo Net, W6PQL? We're all tucked in for the night, Ken.
Looks like that. I should be too then. Thank you, Jim. You have a great evening there. And, yeah, Rob's amp sounds pretty good. Everybody's giving him good reports, so he's doing all right.
Yeah, he sounds real good over here, so this is working out pretty good. All right, 73, W6PQL.
Good night, Jim. Take care. WA60IB. Anybody else check in for the Bozo Net? WA60IB. Anybody at all? Looks like that's about it, Rob.
Yep, looks like it. I'm heading back down to see if Tom's there. He's usually on, so I thought we'd give him another try. KW6S, Tom, you on tonight for the Bozo Net? KM6SRR and WA6OIB, standing in for Mike. KW6S or AF6U United. Lee, are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net?
Not a thing. Have you already got Eddie down in Porterville?
Nope, I got to go down that way, and I'll try for Rick again. Okay, I'll head that way.
Okay, good enough. I'll check with you later. Thank you, Rob. WA6OIB. I'm going to QRT then.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Appreciate your help. WA6OIB, KM6SR, 73. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SRR, filling in for Mike, standing by. KE6BK, Eddie. How about old Bozo 61? Rick, KB6RQU. Are you on tonight for the Bozo Net? KB6RQU or KE6BK. You guys on tonight for 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SRR, standing by. Anybody else in the South Valley want to check in to the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR, standing by. Well, I guess that's it, Aaron. K6USY, KM6SRR.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And you must have pointed this direction because you're now 20 over.
Yep, I swung down there a little bit. I could turn off the amp, I guess.
Oh no, you gotta burn that puppy in a little bit, I guess.
Yep, looks like I'm getting around on some of the peaks right there towards 1200 watts.
Oh, very good. Yeah, it's definitely working.
That makes me feel good, and it's about time, I guess.
Oh, it's a process of little projects, and you finally get it all put together, and then you find something else that you want.
Yeah, well, I just got to redo my station, I guess. I had to tear practically half of it out over here where the amps were because it wouldn't fit. Mike's amp's a lot smaller, so anyway, I got it in, got hooked up. I don't have the automatic limiting control, I think it is, ALC. I don't know what I did with the darn cable, and that's the problem with not hooking it up immediately.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah. You'll have to figure that out. I'm trying to think of what type of connector that is. I know on a lot of the HF radios, that's just like an RCA cable.
Well, that's the push-to-talk cable, but I think it's a little 8-inch phono jack on both ends.
Oh, it probably is on that radio, but yeah. It just, it's kind of nice on the HF rigs where it's just an RCA, and usually, pretty much everyone's got an RCA cable sitting in a drawer somewhere.
Yep, I got a couple of them hanging out here for sure. So Anyway, I guess I'll be standing by, but I got to fill out the log. I wasn't able to do it as good as I do when I'm listening to Mike. Over.
What, you can't do 3 things at the same time?
Apparently not. I missed a check-in on 10-meter net, huh?
Oh, that's okay. So you are so strong into Mike's radio, I have to wait a couple seconds to transmit because I have to wait for his ALC to catch up. If I start talking right after you unkey, nobody on the stream can hear my first couple words. It's kind of funny. Because, of course, Mike's not pointed this direction, so I'm like S0 into Mike's station. But hello to all the people on YouTube.
Huh, interesting.
It's just dynamics. Yeah, he kind of has me in a null. And with my, 100 watts in the whole loop, it's just barely making it in there.
Yeah, do you know which way he's got the antenna pointed?
As far as I could tell, he was pointed at the Bay Area. That's what Ken said. Yeah, Ken texted me before the net and said that Mike left the antenna pointed at the Bay Area, so I'm just going to assume that that's where it's pointed.
Okay, that sounds good. I was kind of disappointed to get any of the guys from the Southern California net checking in the beginning.
Yeah, that was really weird that KG6USS wasn't there. But who knows, he might have been off tonight. And yeah, we'll just need to keep bugging Frank to get that computer fixed in the barn because, I could have followed along. I just, that computer's still dead, so I can't move the rotor.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Frank about that. Yeah, I did hear Ted down there, number 10, WB6TED, I think his call sign is.
Oh, sorry, I had to tell something to my wife real quick. Repeat that.
I was saying that I heard Ted down there before the net, but he didn't come back to me. Number 10, WA6TED.
Oh, okay, yeah. So at least there's some life down there. We need to get them to live stream too, and then we could actually keep track of what they're doing.
Yeah, but you don't want to suggest it because you don't need to take on anything more.
Oh, I'm not suggesting it. I mean, I'd help set it up for them, but then yeah, they'd have to find somebody else to run it.
Yep, and there's enough guys down there, I think, that are computer literate that they could handle that easy.
Yeah, and I know they end up with they get a lot of new people that are on verticals, and I don't know, there's just so many stinking hams down there.
Yeah, a lot of them down there are vertical, because I know John, he'll be on his horizontal to talk to us, then he switches over to vertical to talk to the other guys.
Right, yeah, and that makes sense. Well, and so a lot of those neighborhoods down there have HOAs, and it makes it more, it's a lot easier to put up a vertical than a beam.
Yep, that's correct. I've been thinking I got an extra M squared 7 element, I don't, 2M7 or something like that. I was thinking about turning that vertical and hooking it up to the repeater radio here so I could talk to people. I heard somebody down there in the LA area, they're coming in pretty good, and I tried to talk to them, they couldn't hear me, no response.
Right, and that's also good for working, 2-meter simplex on FM. You might have to retune the antenna a little bit for the higher part of 2 meters. Don't know how wide that antenna is, but I know a lot of stuff from M squared is tuned for the bottom part of the band.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, I'll look into it sometime when I get a moment, get around to it.
And when do you expect to have a moment? Oh well.
Probably a few years out. I've got a higher priority here. This solar stuff, I got to get going.
Oh yeah, no, can totally understand that. So are you going to take over the whole house power?
Yep, that's the plan. I got a couple of those big EG4 charge controller inverters, and I've got 62 or 64 of the solar panels there. They're I think it's a 440 watt bifacial, so they could go up to 540.
Okay, yeah. So kick PG&E to the curb and tell them to get lost.
Yep, that's my plan, and I'll be loving it too.
No, the best part will be when the power goes out and you get a notification on your phone telling you that the power's out, and you just shrug your shoulders and keep on going with your day.
Yep, that's for sure. And I do get those notices they send to me. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago they were out for a little bit, so the wife reminded me that we do have some solar that could be put up.
Did she remind you that you spent a bunch of money on that stuff and she can't take advantage of it yet?
Yep, that's for sure. And I hear Greg up there towards, above Sacramento, I guess it is, or somewhere in that area. He's already got his up and going.
Well, that's okay. The important thing to remember is that we both got onto 220 before Frank did. So, you win some, you lose some. K6USY.
Yeah, would have thought that to bring him out of the woodwork, but maybe he's not on tonight. KM6SR.
That's what I was trying to do, trying to coax him out. He might be sitting there trying to work FT8 on 160 or something.
Yep, get that infamous Delaware.
Oh, is that one of the states he still needs? Yeah, Delaware is a pain in the butt. Actually, believe it or not, one of the hardest states to get is Wyoming.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, Mike told him that Trump canceled Delaware, so Frank is out of luck.
Yeah, they're floating out into the ocean. Yeah, the problem is it's all just population density. There's just not that many people in Wyoming, and there's not that many hams. And a lot of my worked all states chases on digital. Wyoming was almost always one of the last states I needed.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh, well, I don't know what else to do here. We're kind of early, but we've gone everywhere.
Nothing wrong with that. Apparently our conversation is still interesting enough that there's like 10 people still listening to us talk.
Okay, that's cool. Well, greetings and thanks for being there, guys. KM6SR and K6USY.
Alrighty. Well, if you're calling it, I'm going to shut off Mike's radio here and we'll say goodbye to the people on YouTube. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Yeah, I think it's about time. No sense of beating the dead horse, as they say. KM6SR, DM07. We'll say 73s, everyone.
73, everyone.
Hey, there is